3 children growing up in a world of social media.
We're the foreigners to this land. The irony is it's our responsibility as parents to make our children understand that there are repercussions, just like in the real world. When you deal with somebody, there are repercussions of what you say or what you do.
That reality struck home as Jan was riveted by the Rachel Wade trial, a then 19-year-old in the middle of a deadly love triangle.
The defendant is guilty of murder in the second degree as charged.
Wade is spending the next 27 years in prison. It took just 3 hours for a jury to find her guilty of stabbing her romantic rival, another teenager, Sarah Ludeman, killing her. But Wade and her attorney, Jay Hebert, also blamed social media.
You could hide behind technology, you could be a whole other person. And
both girls had engaged in a vicious internet battle that exploded into reality on an April night in 2009. Jan was touched by watching both set of parents.
What happened was just a very, big mistake on her part. I know she never intended for this to happen.
You have to remember, Rachel's parents can see her, speak with her. We can't. We're going to see my daughter at the cemetery. That's where we're going to see my daughter.
It's horrific. It's a really scary thing to think that they felt that they were not bound by the same rules that we are in person, that we are in real life.
Then Jan heard Wade's attorney was visiting schools. St. Pete Christian, where her children attended, welcomed him in.
What Jay is doing is amazing. He has really, because he doesn't have to, that this has affected him so much. That he is going out and he's trying to educate parents.
Hebert handed out a pamphlet with all sorts of information, including text lingo.
There's a whole language we don't know about.
Hebert's message also may have opened another door.
It's kind of like Pandora's box, right? And, you open it up and you never know what's going to happen.
This is Tim Woda, an internet specialist. I spoke to him via Skype from his offices in Washington, D.C. Woda also watched the developments of the Wade trial.
In an ideal world, Mom and Dad would have been notified a long time before it ever got to that situation.
He says he has found a way to do that, and it's working. Rather than parental control software, he says he has pioneered a parental intelligence system.
We also translate all the message text that's taking place in the digital world.
Text that kids send in code.
We look at all this message text electronically for references to sex, drugs, violence, harassment, bullying. And so what it does then is it proactively notifies Mom and Dad when something is headed in the wrong direction so Mom and Dad can intervene.
Before he says it is too late, it almost happened to him.
I started the company because of what happened to my son.
His company, KidSafe, was created after his 14-year-old boy was approached by a sexual predator posing as another child online. Jonathan Dick, a former teacher and lacrosse coach in Maryland, is now behind bars.
And after the dust settled, I just started asking myself a lot of hard questions. So I started realizing that I, as a parent, I could have done a better job if I had better tools.
And now he has created those tools now available in the Bay Area to parents like Jan, who believe it was a lesson from a lawyer and a horrible tragedy that helped her take action in protecting her own children.
It was just such an eye-opening to listen to him, and no matter how you're communicating, that's still a person on the other end. So I really am grateful that he came and that he educated us.
And if you would like more information on software that can protect your kids, you can just head to our website at abcactionnews.com or to my ABC Action News Facebook page.